There is a feeling you get when you first arrive in Italy. It's a sensation that doesn't just greet you, it wraps itself around you like a warm scarf on a cool evening. You hear it in the symphony of everyday life, the cheerful chatter from a nearby cafe, the gentle clinking of glasses, and the distant ringing of a church bell that has marked the hours for centuries. It's a place that immediately engages all your senses, pulling you into its story from the moment your feet touch the cobblestones. This isn't just a country, it's an experience waiting to unfold. This initial embrace is what makes Italy so profoundly captivating. It is a land where history is not confined to museums, but is etched into the very fabric of daily existence. You see it in the weathered facade of a Roman aqueduct standing proudly in a field, or in the intricate patterns of a Renaissance fresco peeking out from a quiet church wall. The past and present dance together in a seamless rhythm. Every corner you turn seems to reveal another layer of beauty, another story whispered on the breeze. It's a country that invites you to slow down, to look closer, and to simply be present in the moment, absorbing the richness that surrounds you. The beauty of Italy is not just in its grand monuments, but in its small, intimate details. It's the way the late afternoon sun, the famous golden hour, casts long shadows across a bustling piazza, turning the stone the color of honey. It's the sight of a nonna carefully selecting vegetables at a local market, her hands moving with a lifetime of expertise. It's the unexpected discovery of a hidden courtyard, complete with a trickling fountain and sleeping cats. These are the moments that create a deep and lasting connection, the simple pleasures that define the Italian way of life. Or la dolce vita. It's a testament to a culture that finds joy and artistry in the everyday. You quickly learn that in Italy, life is lived out in the open. The streets are the living rooms. The piazzas are the community centers. People gather not just to get from one place to another, but to talk, to laugh, to argue, and to connect. There is an infectious energy that flows through the cities and villages, a passion for life that is palpable. It's a country that doesn't just show you its beauty, it invites you to become a part of it. You are not merely a visitor here. You are a guest, welcomed into a grand ongoing story of art, history, and incredible food. And that, right there, is the magic of Italy. If you look at a map of Europe, you can't miss Italy. It has one of the most recognizable shapes of any country in the world. It looks just like a boot, kicking a triangular rock, the island of Sicily. This distinctive shape is more than just a geographical curiosity. It is the key to understanding the nation's incredible diversity. Stretching over 1,300 kilometers from the towering Alps in the north to the sun-drenched islands in the south, this long and narrow peninsula is a masterpiece of natural design. Its form dictates everything from its climate to its culture, creating a tapestry of landscapes that is constantly changing and always surprising. The country's size might seem modest compared to larger nations, but it packs an astonishing amount of variety into its borders. Italy is not a monolithic place. It is a collection of unique regions, each with its own distinct character, shaped by the land itself. The long spine of the Apennine Mountains runs down the center of the boot, acting as a natural divider. To the east and west, the land slopes down to meet the sea, creating vast coastal plains and rugged cliffs. This geographical layout means you can be skiing in the mountains in the morning and enjoying a swim in the sea by the afternoon. It is this very structure that has allowed so many different worlds to flourish within one nation. This unique geography has played a crucial role in Italy's long and storied history. The seas surrounding the peninsula, the Adriatic, Ionian, Tyrrhenian, and Ligurian, made it a natural hub for trade and cultural exchange throughout the Mediterranean. Ancient Greeks, Romans, and countless other civilizations sailed these waters, leaving their mark on the coastlines. At the same time, the mountains provided protection and isolation, allowing distinct local cultures and dialects to develop and thrive over centuries. The land itself became a silent author, writing different stories for the people who settled in its valleys, on its coasts, and upon its hills. From the fertile plains of the Po Valley in the north, which is the agricultural heartland of the country, to the arid, rocky landscapes of the south, Italy's geography is a study in contrasts. This physical diversity is the foundation of its regional identities. A person from the Veneto region, with its flatlands and canals, has a fundamentally different relationship with their environment than someone from the mountainous Abruzzo region. The shape of the land has shaped the people, their traditions, their food, and their way of looking at the world. Understanding Italy's boot-like form is the first step to understanding the soul of Italy itself. The shape and location of Italy create a remarkable spectrum of climates, making it a country for all seasons. In the far north, nestled against the borders of France, Switzerland, and Austria, the Alps create a classic continental climate. Here, the winters are long and cold, with heavy snowfall that transforms the landscape into a pristine white wonderland, perfect for skiing and other winter sports. The summers are warm and pleasant, offering a refreshing escape from the heat that can build up further south. This alpine region feels like a different world, a place of crisp mountain air, dense pine forests, and a rugged, powerful beauty that commands respect. As you travel south down the peninsula, the climate begins to change dramatically. The influence of the Mediterranean Sea becomes stronger, bringing milder winters and long, hot, dry summers. This is the climate that people often dream of when they think of Italy. It's the weather of sun-drenched vineyards, ancient olive groves, and lazy afternoons spent by the sea. The central regions of Tuscany and Umbria benefit from this perfect balance, with warm days that are ideal for exploring rolling hills and historic towns. The sea breeze provides a gentle relief, making the summers enjoyable rather than overwhelming, and allowing for a vibrant outdoor culture to flourish. Further south, in regions like Puglia, Calabria, and especially on the islands of Sicily and Sardinia, the climate becomes even more intensely Mediterranean. Here, the sun feels closer, the colors seem brighter, and life moves at a slower, more deliberate pace. Winters are very mild and short, while summers can be intensely hot and arid, with the landscape taking on a golden, sun-baked hue. This is a land shaped by the sun and the sea, where the sirocco wind from Africa can bring waves of warm air. The climate here dictates the rhythm of life, with people often resting during the hottest part of the day and coming out in the cool of the evening. This incredible climatic diversity means that Italy offers a different experience depending on where and when you visit. You can find snow and roaring fires in the mountains of Piedmont at the same time that people are swimming in the warm waters off the coast of Sicily. This variety also has a profound impact on the country's agriculture. The cool climate of the north is perfect for growing certain types of grapes for sparkling wines, while the intense sun of the south is ideal for producing robust red wines and flavorful citrus fruits. The climate is not just weather. It is an essential ingredient in the recipe of Italian life, culture, and cuisine. Italy's natural beauty is anchored by its three great geographical features: its majestic mountains, its serene lakes, and its endless coastline. The mountains are the country's backbone. In the north, the Alps stand as a formidable and breathtaking wall of rock and ice. This range includes some of Europe's highest peaks, like Mont Blanc and the Matterhorn, offering landscapes of staggering scale and grandeur. Further south, the Apennine Mountains run the entire length of the peninsula, a gentler but no less beautiful range. These mountains are the source of rivers, the home of ancient forests, and the guardians of remote villages where time seems to have stood still. Nestled at the foot of the Alps in the north is another of Italy's natural treasures, the Italian lakes. This is a region of profound tranquility and elegance, where deep blue waters reflect the images of snow-capped peaks. Lakes like Como Garda and Maggiore have been attracting visitors for centuries, with their stunning beauty and sophisticated charm. The shores are dotted with grand villas, lush gardens, and picturesque towns that seem to cling to the steep hillsides. The lakes have a unique microclimate, allowing palm trees and lemon groves to grow in the shadow of the Alps, creating a scene that is both dramatic and wonderfully serene. It's a place that feels like a dream. Then there is the sea. With over 7,600 kilometers of coastline, Italy is profoundly connected to the water that surrounds it. The coastline is incredibly varied, offering every kind of seaside experience imaginable. There are the dramatic, cliff-hugging villages of the Amalfi Coast and Cinque Terre, where colorful houses seem to tumble down into the turquoise sea. There are the long, sandy beaches of the Adriatic, perfect for family holidays. And there are the rugged, wild coastlines of Sardinia and Sicily, with hidden coves and crystal-clear waters that rival those of the Caribbean. The sea is not just a boundary. It is a source of food, a highway for history, and an integral part of the Italian identity. These three elements, mountains, lakes, and sea, come together to create a landscape of unparalleled diversity and beauty. They define the regions and shape the lives of the people who live there. They provide the backdrop for history, the inspiration for art, and the ingredients for unforgettable meals. Whether you are hiking in the Dolomites, sailing on Lake Garda, or enjoying a fresh seafood lunch on the Amalfi Coast, you are experiencing a fundamental part of what makes Italy so special. The natural world here is not just something to be looked at. It is something to be lived in, and it is a crown that the country wears with magnificent pride. When it comes to officially recognized cultural and natural treasures, Italy stands in a class of its own. As of 2026, it proudly holds the world record for the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites. This isn't just a number, it is a profound testament to the country's immense contribution to human history, art, and civilization. These sites are not just isolated monuments, but are woven into the living fabric of the nation. You can find them everywhere, from the iconic Colosseum in Rome, a symbol of ancient power, to the entire historic center of Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance. Italy is, in the truest sense, a living museum, where every step can lead to a discovery of global importance. The sheer variety of these sites is astonishing. They span millennia, from the prehistoric rock drawings in Val Camonica to the 18th century royal palace at Caserta. They include entire cityscapes, like Venice and its lagoon, a miracle of engineering and artistry built on water. You have the archaeological areas of Pompeii and Herculaneum, cities frozen in time by a volcanic eruption, offering an unparalleled glimpse into Roman daily life. Then there are the Sassi of Matera, ancient cave dwellings that represent one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in the world. Each site tells a unique story about human ingenuity, creativity, and resilience, contributing a different chapter to the grand narrative of Italy. What makes Italy's heritage so remarkable is how accessible and integrated it is. These are not places roped off from the world. People live and work within these historic landscapes. You can sip a cappuccino in a piazza designed by Michelangelo, buy groceries in a market that has operated since the Middle Ages, or live in an apartment building that incorporates a wall from the Roman era. This constant interaction between the past and the present gives Italian life a unique depth and richness. History is not a subject in a book. It is a daily companion, a source of pride, and a constant reminder of the incredible legacy that has been passed down through generations. This abundance of heritage also presents a great responsibility. Protecting and preserving these treasures for the future is a monumental task. The work of restoration is constant, a battle against time, weather, and the pressures of modern life. Yet, it is a responsibility that Italians take very seriously, understanding that they are not just custodians for their own nation, but for the entire world. To walk through Italy is to walk through the history of Western civilization. It is an education, an inspiration, and a powerful reminder of the enduring power of human creativity. It is a heritage that belongs to everyone. While big cities like Rome, Florence, and Venice often grab everyone's attention, the real heart and soul of Italy are found in its small towns and villages. There are thousands of them, spread out over the hills, tucked into the mountains, and sitting along the coast. These are the places where, honestly, real Italian life happens at a more relaxed pace. In these, as they're called, being part of a community is everything. Everyone knows everyone, all traditions are strongly kept, and the local way of speaking is used with pride. Walking through a small Italian village is like going back in time, to a place where life's rhythm is still connected to the seasons and the land. Italy is officially one country, but in many ways it feels more like a group of very different regions. Before it became one country in 1861, the land was a mix of kingdoms, dukedoms, and city-states. This history has left a strong mark of regional differences. An Italian will often say they are Sicilian, Tuscan, or Venetian first, and Italian second. Each of the 20 regions has its own special history, traditions, art, and most importantly, its own way of cooking. This regional identity is something people are very proud of and is a big part of the country's rich culture. It makes sure that a trip through Italy is never boring. Every region offers something new to discover. This regional variety shows up most clearly in language. While Standard Italian is the official language, taught in schools and used in TV and radio, a huge mix of dialects and other languages are spoken across the country. These aren't just different ways of speaking. They are often separate languages with their own grammar and words, which can be hard for someone from another region to understand. A person speaking the Neapolitan dialect sounds completely different from someone speaking Venetian or Sardinian. These local ways of speaking are a direct link to the past, keeping alive the special history and culture of each place. They are the living voice of Italy's diverse heritage. It's really important to understand these small villages and regional identities. They are the protectors of old ways, the keepers of ancient recipes, and the heart of local celebrations that honor everything from saints to chestnuts. They offer a strong balance to the way the world is becoming more and more alike. In a world that's getting faster all the time, these communities remind us how important connection, a sense of place, and a shared history are. To truly get Italy, you have to look past the famous sights and listen to the many voices of its villages and regions. It is here that you will find its most real and lasting spirit. To really get Italy today, you need to get the idea of the north and the south. This isn't just about where things are on a map. It's a big difference in money, culture, and how people live that's been around for over 100 years. The north, with places like Lombardy, Piedmont, and Veneto, is like Italy's main factory and money-making area. It's usually richer, has more cities, and people often see its culture as more organized and fast-paced, with old ties to the rest of Europe. Cities like Milan and Turin are hotspots for fashion, design, and business, pushing the country's money forward. On the other hand, the south, called the Iai, which includes areas like Campania, Calabria, Sicily, and Sardinia, is more about farms, has more countryside, and has had more money problems. The land is often rougher and drier, and life moves slower and in older ways. The South is full of history, beautiful nature, and warm culture, but it has always struggled with more people out of work and growing slower. This difference has made many people move over the years, with lots of southern Italians going to the north or other countries to find jobs. This has created a complicated and sometimes sad story of people leaving their homes. This north-south difference also shows up in where people live. The Po Valley in the north is one of the most crowded places in Italy, a flat and rich area that has had big cities for hundreds of years. All the factories and jobs here have pulled people in strongly. But the mountains and less developed parts of the south have fewer people. Many small towns in the southern countryside have seen their populations get smaller as younger people leave for better chances in the northern cities or other countries. This is a real problem for keeping these old communities alive. Even with these differences and the friendly fights that often pop up, there's a strong Italian feeling that brings everyone together, no matter if they're from the north or south. It's a feeling based on a shared past, loving family, a passion for art, and almost a religious love for good food. Even though a banker from Milan and a fisherman from Sicily might live in very different worlds, they speak the same cultural language. They both have an amazing history passed down to them. The story of the two Italies is complex, full of differences and challenges, but it's this very push and pull that gives the country so much of its lively and interesting personality. In Italy, food is never just something you eat to get energy. It's history, it's who people are, it's family, and it's art. The way Italians feel about what they eat is one of the strongest connections you'll ever see. It's a feeling built on really respecting the land and the different seasons. What goes into the food is super important. And honestly, the best cooking is often the simplest, made to show off the pure taste of a tomato grown in the sun, fresh olive oil, or cheese that's been aged just right. Every area, every town, and sometimes even every family has its own special dish. A food that tells the story of that exact place. The Italian dinner table is a special spot where life's most important times are celebrated. This way of cooking is shown beautifully by the story of one of the world's most famous foods, the pizza margherita. In 1889, a pizza maker from Naples named Raffaele Esposito was asked to make a pizza for Queen Margherita of Savoy, who was visiting. He wanted to make something patriotic, so he put toppings on the pizza that looked like the colors of the new Italian flag red tomatoes, white mozzarella cheese, and green basil. The Queen loved it, and the pizza margherita was born. This simple story shows what Italian cooking is all about. Great ingredients, a connection to history, and a little bit of cleverness. It's a dish that is both humble and fancy. Besides pizza, there's the whole world of pasta. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands, of different pasta shapes in Italy, and each one is made to go with a certain kind of sauce. A thick, hearty meat sauce needs a wide, flat pasta like tagliatelle that can hold the sauce. A light, oil-based sauce is perfect with a thin pasta like spaghetti. A chunky vegetable sauce works well with a shape like fusilli that can catch the pieces. This isn't just about what you like. It's a science of how things feel and taste that has been made perfect over many, many years. To an Italian, using the wrong pasta for a sauce is honestly a big mistake, a sign that you don't understand the food. The strong feeling for food goes for everything that comes from the land. Italy has amazing cured meats, from prosciutto di Parma to salami. It's a world of cheeses, with each area making its own special kinds like Parmigiano Reggiano, Pecorino Romano, and Gorgonzola. And, of course, there's the wine. From the rolling hills of Tuscany making Chianti to the volcanic dirt of Sicily giving us Nero d'Avola, wine is a key part of every meal. It's not something fancy, but a daily joy. A perfect way to show what that local land is all about. At the Italian table, every ingredient has a story, and every meal is a celebration of the land. As our journey through Italy comes to a close, we land in two places that capture the country's diverse and poetic beauty. First, we visit Verona, a city in the Veneto region that feels like it was built for romance. It is, of course, famous as the setting for Shakespeare's. You can even visit a 14th century house with a small balcony that has been dubbed Juliet's Balcony. But the romance of Verona extends far beyond that one story. It is a city of elegant Roman ruins, including a stunningly preserved amphitheater that still hosts world-class operas. Its streets are paved with pink-hued marble, and the Adige River curves gracefully through its historic center. Walking through Verona is like stepping into a fairy tale. The piazzas are vibrant and beautiful, lined with cafes and handsome medieval buildings. Piazza delle Erbe, the old Roman forum, is now a bustling market square filled with life and color. The city has a gentle, sophisticated atmosphere that invites you to wander without a plan, to get lost in its charming side streets, and discover hidden courtyards and ancient churches. It's a place that manages to be both a major tourist destination and a genuinely livable, lovely city. Verona is a testament to Italy's ability to preserve its past while embracing the present with grace and style. It is a city that captures the heart. For our final stop, we travel north from Verona to a place of raw, spectacular, and almost otherworldly natural beauty, the Dolomites. These mountains, a part of the southern limestone Alps, are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is easy to see why. They are unlike any other mountain range. Their peaks are made of a pale carbonate rock that gives them a distinctive, ghostly appearance. At sunrise and sunset, they famously light up with a beautiful pink and orange glow, a phenomenon known as... It is a breathtaking spectacle that feels truly magical, as if the mountains themselves are blushing. The Dolomites offer a different kind of Italian experience. This is a land of high-altitude meadows, pristine alpine lakes, and dramatic, jagged peaks that challenge climbers and awe hikers. The culture here is a unique blend of Italian and Austrian influences, with its own language, Ladin, spoken in some of the valleys. It's a place for adventure and for quiet contemplation, where the sheer scale and beauty of the landscape put everything into perspective. From the romantic streets of Verona to the majestic peaks of the Dolomites, these final snapshots show the incredible range of Italy's beauty, a country that never fails to inspire, to delight, and to call you back for more.